good morning. What's happening, everybody? It's Jesse from Brooklyn City FC here, back on a Monday morning for our Monday Kickoff podcast. Happy to be back with you, actually, on a Monday, finally. Busy weekend in a different way than usual, but a lot to get into. Hope everybody's appreciating the fact that it's warmed above 30 degrees. 30, 32 degrees, never felt so warm. It's a bright, sunny day. So great day to start the week. And to get into things, trip this weekend to Dallas, as we mentioned on our Friday preview. Madison Pickett, our youth director, and I went down to Dallas to attend a few AGM meetings for the summer leagues that our men's first team and women's first team are playing in. WPSL, as you guys know, which has WPSL Division 2, is a league we've been in for a few years now. So it's good to kind of get the update on that end. I had the opportunity to speak on a panel about the WPSL 2 division, which we were very successful in launching that team, and happy to share what we learned from last year. And then on the men's side, this is our first year in a newer league called the League for Clubs, similar to one of the NPSL or even USL2, just a summer format, a lot of college players. And this is our first time meeting everybody from the league management. It's great to meet a lot of the other clubs in our area, such as Mid-Oval, who, as a matter of fact, won the national championship in this league last year. So great kickoff for this new step on our men's side and to push that forward. So League for Clubs, WPSL, this is where we were at in Dallas over the weekend, hosted at the Dallas FC Dallas facility, at Toyota Stadium. And then back in Brooklyn, we had a host of youth tournaments, mainly at the West Islip Invitational. So to get into things, we'll come back to that in a second. Just to give a quick recap of kind of global football as well as local professional football. So interesting weekend in the Premier League. Turns out that most of the kind of big six teams ended up with wins. So it's Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, all able to get 3 points. Really dramatic game with Man City versus Tottenham, which I believe was a home game for Spurs. Late goals by Solanke, who's making an impact now that he's finally playing with Tottenham. So good result for them, exciting match. And then Aston Villa, one of the top 4 teams, actually lost, so they'll fall a bit in the table. Otherwise, in La Liga, Real Madrid, Barca won. No big surprises across the league there. Locally, on the women's side, so our partner, Brooklyn FC, ironically was also in Texas, playing the Dallas Trinity in Austin, though. So they were able to get a second half goal and earn a very hard-fought draw in the cold down in Texas. So congrats to them. I think their first few games in this restart of the second half of the season will be away before they're back in Brooklyn in March. So great job to Brooklyn FC. Happy to see it. Other news in local professional soccer, MLS is in preseason, so no matches really being played there yet. And then on the women's side, a bit quiet with the NWSL, other than the news that all of you guys probably saw, which was that Trinity Rodman ended up re-signing with Washington Spirit and staying to play domestically here in the United States, which it's great to see. Great to see the clubs here be able to compete with the player salaries. And shout out to the Washington Spirit and their really progressive leading owner, Michelle Kang, who is doing amazing things in women's soccer, and they really like putting their money where their mouth is to keep one of the hottest global stars in women's soccer, Trinity Rodman. So that's the recap outside of the club. Back to the club, as I mentioned, we were attending the meetings in Dallas. On the adult side, pretty quiet with all the fields covered in snow, not much able to happen outside. Our men's teams will be playing in the League Cup this winter, which is now reorganizing the format into a single elimination competition, kind of like the FA Cup or the US Open Cup. So that, fingers crossed, is going to start the weekend after next, on the 15th and 16th. So we'll have to obviously watch field conditions to see if that happens. We hope it does. And then on the women's side, the training indoors as usual, and are playing, as I mentioned before, in a NYC Footy co-ed league on Sunday night. So that's it on the adult side. On the youth side, as I mentioned, we had a bunch of teams. I forget the exact count, maybe 8, maybe 9 teams out in West Islip. It's called the Adam Novellano Memorial Futsal Tournament. It's played in school gyms, a proper futsal hard surface. And it's great for a lot of our teams who are maybe not our A teams, because that tournament does an amazing job of creating different levels for every kind of level and category of club team. So we're able to put in multiple teams in some age groups. In some age groups, we're able to put in our blue team, which is our B teams, and get some really valuable competition. And another tremendous feature about this tournament is they really focus on individual awards for the players who stand out on the day. So it's not just about the team trophy. It's of course competitive. There's trophies for winning the event, but they really go out of their way to make sure individual kids are recognized, which is so important on the youth side, where there's a fine balance between team achievement and results and also individual progress and recognition. So you can see some of the pictures we posted on our Instagram. And to recognize the BCFC teams that did attend specifically, on the girls' side, we had 2 teams in the 2014-2015 combined age group. So that's U11 and U12. So 2 teams from that pool. We had our U14 girls, which is our 2012/2013 girls, had a team in on Sunday. On the boys' side, we had every age from 2015s, which is U11s, 2014, 2013, 2012, and 2011, which are U15. So 1 team from each of those birth year age groups attended both across Saturday and Sunday. So great showing across a variety of ages and both genders in the club. We had a number of individual award winners, quite a few goalkeepers, which is great to see as always. So a good experience, I think, across the board out at the West Islip Invitational. And then we had our U8 girls play their first ever tournaments at Soccer Roof on Sunday morning. So a great job, great showing by them, as always for, at that age, first time out, first time in real life competition. Takes some adjustment, but from what you hear from Coach Sophia is by the end, the girls wanted to play a 5th and a 6th game and just had an absolute blast. So great to see them getting the first taste of live tournament competition and hopefully many more for them. Looking at the week ahead, it'll be a normal week of training. We're getting everybody out on both the adult and the youth sides, and then another busy weekend of indoor tournaments for the weekend ahead. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the Friday weekend preview, and have a great week. See you then.